Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Yellow version. In the previous episode, we, even though it didn't feel like very much, we accomplished a lot. We made it past the Nugget Bridge, we got 2 new Pokemon, Charmander we named Egoraptor, and a Bulbasaur we named Fushi. Whenever I say Egoraptor, it always sounds to me like I'm saying Eagle Raptor. That'd be weird, like a raptor, all feathery and shit, and has wings like an eagle and a beak with razor-sharp teeth, and... Anyway, in this episode we're going to continue on this route and see what's at the end of it. Maybe this person that we've heard a lot about named Bill. On this part of the route there are a lot of people. Normally I'd probably speed this up and play music, but instead I'm gonna go through these fights and kind of talk a little bit about what I want to do, not what I want to do in this Let's Play, but why I decided to do this Let's Play and why Pokemon. Anyway, actually want to switch you around. Anyway, let's get this started. The reason why I'm doing a different Let's Play and a solo Let's Play by myself that thereof, instead of us continuing to do Terraria is, I don't know why, but Terraria started to feel a little bit stale to me. A normal playthrough of Terraria it seems like it's starting to get boring, at least to me. We probably will continue to do more. One of the issues is having everybody all together, which is why I'm doing solo playthrough. And I just felt like we needed more variety instead of doing just Terraria. One other game that I know that we're going to be doing is going to be Minecraft. We're not going to do a normal playthrough of Minecraft like what we're doing with Terraria. We're probably going to do more of like adventure maps and challenges and demonstrations and showing off structures that we make and stuff like that. The reason why I picked Pokemon for a solo playthrough is because it's fairly simple. I got a Game Boy emulator. The ROM wasn't very hard to find. And I like Pokemon. Pokemon is one of my favorite my most favorite series. I don't know where I would be without Pokemon. Quite honestly, I grew up with it for most of my life. The first instance that I ever saw of Pokemon was when I was at my dad's house on a weekend. On a Saturday morning, I woke up and turned on the TV and saw the first episode of Pokemon, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. I think I enjoy this. So I started watching it. Specifically with this playthrough, what I want to accomplish with this playthrough, I'm trying to be kind of informative for people who have not played the older versions. But I'm not going to go into the most extensive details I possibly can, saying every little thing and such. But I will try to go over most stuff in this game. But it's more casual. While recording this, if you're from the future and you're watching this, if we ever somehow become popular, right now we aren't very popular. We get at most 10 views per video, I'd say. Maybe a little bit more. Nobody comments on our videos or anything. So we're really doing this more for fun than for fans. And if we happen to become famous, well, congratulations to you, future Rage Strain, for becoming as famous as you might be at that specific point in time. But yeah, I really do enjoy playing the Pokemon games. Some of the newer ones, really, out of the 5 gens, 2nd gen is my favorite. And then, not 4th gen, no, and then 1st gen It's my second favorite, then 3rd gen, then 5th gen, then 4th gen. 4th gen, didn't really like 4th gen. They had a couple of good Pokemon, but everything seemed like they were running out of ideas to do, and that they were just kind of pulling stuff out of their ass at that point. But that's just my own selfish opinion. You may think otherwise, and that's alright. Different points of view are what makes society what it is. I'm right. No, I'm kidding. I did not expect that Slowpoke to actually have confusion. Should probably have seen that coming. We're about, I'd say, halfway through this route. This very short route. Oh, you mad, youngster. You mad. Ugh. Let's see here. Now, if you do this after this fight, I don't really have anything else to talk about for this. That, I said a lot less than I was expecting myself to say. I guess we can talk about, I guess I'll talk about why I've picked the Pokemon that I've picked. Pikachu, Thunder, again with me calling it by its actual name and not its nickname. I picked Thunder. You really have no choice. It's your starter Pokemon. Shorty I picked because in the beginning you need, unless you do a gratuitous amount of training in the beginning, you need one of the 3 Pokemon in the beginning that you can get that has some form of fighting type move, which is either Nidoran male, Nidoran female, they both learn double kick, or Mankey. Without them, I remember when I first played Yellow version way back in like 3rd or 4th grade. It was so difficult. I had such a hard time getting past Brock. It wasn't even funny. Okay, maybe it was kind of funny, but it wasn't funny to me. Bulbasaur, Fushi. I picked because I love Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is my favorite of the first 3 starter Pokemon, not counting Pikachu, which are Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. Uh-oh, this isn't a fight that I want to do. And I picked Egoraptor because, unless if you've guessed by now, congratulations, but I'm kind of I'm going to be getting all 3 of the starter Pokemon. Spoilers, you can get all 3. For free, actually, which is funny. Only Bulbasaur takes a specific requirement. I don't remember what the guy said he was sending out, but Fushi doesn't have any more Vine Whip PP left. Let's just send out Shorty. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil who the next 2, even though I kind of spoiled who the next one I'm going to be getting is, but I won't spoil their name that I have for them. Again, I've run out of things to talk about. I guess we'll just fight this Machop. And of course, Mega Punch missed. I have to wonder now, what would do more damage, Mega Punch or a Stabbed Ember from Egoraptor? Let's find out. And they do about the same. Maybe Ember, I think, does maybe a smidgen less. Let's finish you off the funny way with Scratch. He's about to send out a Geodude. Yes, I'm going to switch. I do have to say that the back views, the back sprites of the Pokemon in the first generation games look really weird. I mean, that Charmeleon background made him look like a Yoshi. Yoshi with a spike on his head. But Charmeleon doesn't have a spike on his head, it's more like a protrusion than a spike. Just a smidgen. Oh, I guess we can use one more. Oh, he's almost up to full HP. Now, for this specific, if we want to get the item that's behind him without having to wait until we get cut, walk at him. Don't walk any closer than this, or else you won't be able to get the item. That way he leaves that gap open for you to walk behind him and get the item, which I actually remember what the item is behind him. And let's take down this Rattata. Ouch, Hyper Fang. What's his next? An Ekans. I wouldn't really expect this young boy to have an Ekans. Wow. One hit KO. I punch you into oblivion. Junior Trainer Boy. Okay, let's get the item behind him. The item is TM19, which is Seismic Toss, if I remember correctly. I actually have a use for it. Yep, I was correct. Gonna give this to Egoraptor. Take out Leer. I know Seismic Toss. He has a guaranteed damaging move now. Even though he's not very high level, it'll do more damage later on. I sound really weird right now. I sound like I've just woken up. Let's talk to this kid. This guy and that one girl right there, the last two if I remember correctly. So we're almost done with this. Mega punch you into oblivion. Critical hit, I called that. Actually, no, we're not going to swap. We're going to see if we can Mega Punch this thing into oblivion. Critical hit! It's what, 3 criticals in a row? Let's finish you off with Seismic Toss. I roll you into a giant cannonball and throw you upward and land you back down. Okay, just one more trainer battle left. She sends out an Oddish. Sweet. Okay, Egoraptor, do what you do best and set it on fire. Oh, we didn't even one-hit KO. You probably would have been better punching it into oblivion like you seem to do. Seismic Toss is a good guaranteed finisher if you know your opponent is low enough on HP. A Pidgey. Punch it into oblivion. Oh, you didn't get another critical. Oh, stupid quick attack. Scratch its face off. What's next? Oddish. Punch it into oblivion. Oh, jeez. That'd be hilarious if Mega Punch, since it's so mega, if it always criticaled if it landed, but it had low accuracy. Kind of like Dynamic Punch, how it always confuses. And there goes the last person. Now then, we seem to have gotten to a house. Sea Cottage. Bill lives here. This is the sea. It's not anywhere near the sea. Well, okay, I guess topography-wise. There's the sea right there. Here's one of the very funny scenes in Yellow version. I find this hilarious and very enjoyable. So here we go. Pikachu just walks off by himself. Pika, Pika, Pikachu. Pika. Hiya, I'm Pokemon. No, I'm not. Why'd you tell me? Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. He's so much of a Pokemaniac, he turned himself into a Pokemon. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you. I used to use that term a lot when I was younger. Just joshing. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. So, how about it? Help me out here? So, in the anime, he was wearing a suit. That because of the suit's small appendages, he couldn't reach a button that opened the suit back out. That's terrible design, but okay. And in the game, he full-blown turned himself into a Pokemon. Because of the whole gene splicing together from teleporting from one spot to another. So, how about it? Oh, I already said that. When I'm in the teleporter, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. So it's a teleporter and a cell separator. Pikachu's all, or Thunder's all curious. Initiated teleporter cell separator. Do-do-do-do! I love its face. Oh, that's so enjoyable. Yeehaw! What are you, a hick now? Thanks, bud. I owe you one. That is not what he sounds like. So, did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. You didn't even let me answer. What is up with... Well, that's what you get for being a silent protagonist. I've got to thank you. Oh, here. Take this. Yay, we got an SS ticket. That cruise ship, SS Anne, is in Vermilion City. Its passengers are all trainers. They invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy doughs. Why don't you go instead of me? Okay. Blah 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 blah. Come on, let's go, Thunder. It's still confused as shit. So, what just happened? If I remember correctly, if you leave and then come back in, you should be able to... Stop it. Thank you. Okay, leave, go back in. Now we should be able to look at... Yeah, here we go. Eevee... Flareon... Jolteon... and Vaporeon. Which is funny. Gary talked about how he got a bunch of pages filled with Pokemon thanks to talking to Bill. Well, we just looked at it and that was all of 4 Pokemon. It's not very much if you ask me. I think I'll meet you guys back in Cerulean City. And we're back. After a brief trip to the Pokemon Center. We're going to challenge the Cerulean Gym now. Cerulean Gym, a mysterious blue aura surrounds it. Huh. Cerulean City Pokemon Gym. Leader Misty, the tomboyish mermaid. You're a trainer too? Collecting, fighting. It's a tough life. Let's go in. Oh yeah. We are not going to want Egoraptor out in front. Let's talk to this guy. Yo, Champion Macon. Here's my advice. Leader Misty is a pro who uses water Pokemon. You can drain all their water with plant Pokemon. Or zap them with electricity. Well, plant Pokemon, I'm guessing he means grass types. And we have both a grass type and an electric type. Let's fight these trainers. He's not, required, so I'll... Actually, no, I won't cut him out, because he's got Pokemon we haven't encountered. Swimmer. His first Pokemon's a Horsey. Horsey is a water type. It evolves into Seadra. In second generation games, it gains a third evolution and becomes a water dragon type, which is actually a fairly good typing, which makes it only weak to dragon type moves. What's his next Pokemon? His next Pokemon is a Shelder. Shelder is I believe it's a water type when it starts off and becomes a water-ice type when it evolves into Cloyster. We could probably test it, but Cloysters have pretty good defense. Really good defense. Not as good as rock types, though. Sorry about that. This trainer is required. I'm more than enough for you. Misty can wait. Misty. Sean Connery. Junior trainer female. Her first Pokemon's a Goldeen. Once you get a better rod in this game than the old rod, which you get soon, you can find Goldeen. They evolve into Seeking. They're not all that great of water types. Even if you're doing just a casual playthrough, you'll be challenging yourself really, because they're not really good. For some reason, Seeking, because it has a horn on his head, can learn Horn Drill. I guess that's really its only good point. And down goes the Seeking. You overwhelmed me, oh yeah. And now let's fight Misty. Hi, you're a new face. What's your policy in Pokemon? What is your approach? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. Misty, the world-famous beauty, is your host. Are you ready, sweetie? Wow, she didn't act that nice in the anime. I prefer her anime version. I do admit, I'm a sucker for redheads. Her first Pokemon is a Staryu. It is level 18. It knows moves Tackle and Water Gun. It's not all that difficult of a Pokemon to take out. Although she does use X defense, as you can see. Completely forgot about that. Unfortunately, Fushi is a beast, and it's just like, no. And Fushi grew to level 20, yay. Her next Pokemon is a Starmie. We're going to swap over to Thunder, even though Thunder has a little bit less of an advantage against it than Fushi, since Fushi is resistant. Her Starmie is her highest level Pokemon, it's level 21, the highest level Pokemon we've encountered so far. It knows Tackle, Water Gun, Harden, and Bubble Beam. Oops, why did I Thunder Wave it? Oh well, at least I'm faster than it now. Starmies have pretty good special defense. So, okay then. Actually, I want to look real quick. Okay, so Nidorinos aren't part ground, so we're going to swap. Her Starmie is actually pretty powerful because Starmies are still used in competitive Pokemon fighting nowadays. They're water psychic. They have pretty good special defense and special attack. Debate on what to use. Just go with Horn Attack. And Bubble Beam is a pretty good move in this generation. Ooh. Double Kick. Even though it doesn't do very much damage. Why did I pick Double Kick? And down goes Shorty. Let's go Fushi. Come on Fushi, Vine Whip it. Good. Whip it. Whip it good. Aw, you probably shouldn't have X defended. Especially since I'm using a special. Well, in this game, I believe special only Oh, well, I'll explain afterwards. We defeated her, yay. I can't believe I lost. Alright. You can have the Cascade Badge to show you beat me. The Cascade Badge makes all Pokemon of level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders. There's more, you can now use Cut out of battle. Yay! Cheer up, Emo Boy, you can now use Cut outside of battle. You can cut down small bushes to open new paths. You can also have my favorite TM. She gives you TM11, which is Bubble Beam. Teaches Bubble Beam. Use it on an aquatic Pokemon. No, I'm going to teach it to my Nidorino. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna make a quick stop to the Pokemon Center real quick before we continue on. And we're back. And I think that's where I'll end this episode off. I'm learning now, having started a solo playthrough, when to end episodes off and stuff. Because before, the episodes have been so long because it hasn't felt like I've done very much for only 15 minutes worth of recording, or even 20 minutes worth of recording. I'm almost 30 minutes in right now, and normally I'd go for like 40 to make a 20 or 30 minute video, but those seem like they're kind of long, so I'm just gonna stop rambling and end the episode off here. So, we beat the rest of Route 24/25, and we made it to Bill, helped him not be a Pokemon anymore, even though he's a Pokemaniac. You'd think that's like the biggest honor out of Pokemaniacs, is the opportunity to become a Pokemon. I'd love that. That'd be awesome. I don't know which Pokemon I'd want to be, though. Probably a Snorlax, so I can lay about lazily and eat and sleep. That'd be awesome. That's basically what I do now. I'm on my way. Anyway, and then we returned to Cerulean City and defeated Misty, the gym leader, and got our second badge. In the next episode, we will continue on to the next town. See you guys then.